Hello all, this is Ankita and today we are going to learn about a very important concept which is the objective correlative. Now objective correlative was an idea given by T.S. Eliot. ये idea T.S. Eliot ने दिया था. It means that instead of telling an emotion directly, show it through things, situations and events. तो ऑब्जेक्टिव कोरिलेटिव का क्या मतलब है? इसका मतलब है कि किसी भी चीज़ को डायरेक्टली बता देने से अच्छा है ऐसी थॉट्स प्रेजेंट करो, ऐसी सिचुएशंस प्रेजेंट करो, ऐसे इवेंट्स प्रेजेंट करो कि उस चीज़ को डायरेक्टली बता देने की बजाय इनडायरेक्टली बताया जाए. ऑब्जेक्टिव कोरिलेटिव इज अ आइडिया विच सेज कि किसी भी इमोशन को डायरेक्टली बता देने से अच्छा है कि उसको सिचुएशंस, थिंग्स या इवेंट्स के द्वारा बताया जाए. Do not say the feelings, make the reader feel it. This is the exact idea of objective correlative. You don't have to tell anything directly, you'll have to make the reader feel it. For example, I am very sad. This is a direct way of saying thing कि मैं दुखी हूँ. But then you create a situation like a dark room, rain outside and a person sitting alone. तो ये अपने आप एक ambience देता है कि पेसिमिस्टिक माहौल का, दुखी इंसान का. दिस वेरी आइडिया इज ऑब्जेक्टिव कोरिलेटिव. हियर द रीडर फील्स सैडनेस विदाउट बीइंग टोल्ड. इमोशंस इज इक्वल टू थिंग्स प्लस सिचुएशन. For example, in Wasteland by T.S. Eliot, we see dry land and dead trees. जैसे कि Wasteland में हम क्या देखते हैं? हम देखते हैं dry land है, dead trees हैं. तो इन सब के थ्रू हमें रियलाइज़ होता है कि emptiness है, sadness है लाइफ में. तो ये डायरेक्टली हमें बताया नहीं जा रहा, हमें फील कराया जा रहा है. And this is objective correlative. Objective correlative is an art of making reader feel emotions through scenes and not through statements. I hope now the idea of objective correlative is clear to you. Now let's see where did this term come from. So the term was given by T.S. Eliot in his essay Hamlet and His Problems 1919. ये जो टर्म है ऑब्जेक्टिव कोरिलेटिव, ये T.S. Eliot ने उनके एसे हैमलेट एंड हिज प्रॉब्लम्स जो कि 1919 में लिखा गया था उसमें दी गई हैं. उसमें दी है उसने ये टर्म ऑब्जेक्टिव कोरिलेटिव. Objective correlative is a set of objects, situations and events which evoke a specific emotion in a reader. Objective correlative वो set of objects हैं, वो set of situations हैं या वो set of events हैं जो किसी भी reader में एक set of emotions को provoke करते हैं. Eliot believed that emotions should not be directly stated or personally confessed, but instead it should be objectified. You should make the reader feel the emotions through different things, through different situations and events. Eliot criticized emotional excess in literature, but rather wanted poetry to be scientific, structured and impersonal. What did he want? He wanted the poetry to be scientific, structured and impersonal. He did not want excess of emotions in poetry. He did not want explicit telling of emotions. T.S. Eliot always wanted the reader to feel those emotions. Moving forward, Eliot said that the only way of expressing emotion in the form of art is by finding an objective correlative. सिर्फ एक ही तरीका है emotions को express करने का, वो है finding a objective correlative. A set of objects, situations and events which act as a formula for a specific emotion. Emotion should not be described, it should be experienced. This is the idea. You don't have to describe emotion. You have to experience, you have to make the reader experience that emotion. Now, various features of objective correlative: indirect emotional expression through things, situations, objects, use of concrete imagery like dark room, rain outside, a person sitting alone, all of them indicating towards sadness, misery. Objective, not subjective in nature. Structured emotional representation, and it should be reader oriented approach. The reader should be able to feel emotions instead of explicit telling of emotions. For example, in T.S. Eliot's poem The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, a yellow fog imagery represents hesitation, मेंटल पैरालिसिस एंड लैक ऑफ एक्शन. तो येलो फॉग के थ्रू क्या दिखाया जा रहा है? एक हेजिटेशन, एक एम्बिग्विटी, एक कि पता नहीं क्या होगा अब, एक सॉर्ट ऑफ मेंटल फॉग दिखाने की कोशिश की जा रही है. दिस इज ऑब्जेक्टिव कोरिलेटिव. इन द वेस्टलैंड, ड्राई लैंड, broken images, dead trees are symbolic of spiritual emptiness, cultural decay, post-war disillusionment. इन सब का ये प्रतीक है. Right? Eliot called Hamlet an artistic failure. Why? Why did Eliot call Hamlet an artistic failure? Because Hamlet's emotions are excessive, complex, and the external situation is insufficient to justify emotions. कि जो उसके इमोशंस हैं ना वो बहुत एक्सेसिव हैं और वो बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स हैं, और जो ऑब्जेक्ट्स, सिचुएशंस और इमेजेस जिसका इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है वो काफ़ी इनसफिशिएंट है उसके इमोशंस को जस्टिफाई करने के लिए. एंड हेंस देयर इज़ it is not justifying the idea of objective correlative. There is a lack of proper objective correlative. Emotions must match the external representation. That is why Eliot calls Hamlet an artistic failure. Now let's differentiate between objective correlative and romanticism. So objective correlative, here the emotions are indirect, whereas in case of romanticism they are direct. The style is controlled. This is spontaneous. Here the focus is on the external world. How on the external world? Because जो internal emotions हैं they should be clearly represented by the external situations. Whereas when you focus on romanticism, the entire focus is on inner self. I hope this idea of objective correlative, what idea does it try to propagate? What does it mean? When was it brought about? Why did T.S. Eliot called Hamlet an artistic failure? How objective correlative and romanticism are two different ideas. All of this thing, the entire concept of objective correlative is clear to you. Thank you.